How to plan your sales call. Call planning for value-added selling involves 3 steps. Reviewing what you know about the account, asking yourself some call preparation questions, and completing your call planning guide. Step number 1, review your account information. What do you know about this account already? Review the information in your customer file and bring yourself up to speed with what's happening in the account. What other sources of information can you use? How about the customer's website, an internet news service, or your company's files? Seek out opportunity areas for your customers, areas of either pain or desired gain sufficient enough to motivate a change. Study your competitive strengths and weaknesses and how you can make a difference for the customer. How can you bring value to the relationship? Step number 2, ask yourself 6 questions before every sales call. Number 1, what do I want to accomplish on this call? Is your objective to gain maximum account penetration, to create pull, differentiate your solution, assure customer satisfaction with your solution, reinforce your value-added status, or build a relationship? Number 2, what do you want to ask the buyer? When conducting your needs analysis, you may want to discover buyer pressure points, uncover opportunity areas, dislodge your competition with target probing, elicit needs-specific responses, and understand the buyer's personal concerns. List your questions in advance to ensure their compatibility with their sales objectives. Question number 3, what do I want to tell the buyer? Do you want to tell the buyer something about your solution? Do you need to sell the buyer on the value-added concept? What specifically do you want to tell the buyer about your 3-dimensional solution? The product, the company, and you. Question number 4, what collateral pieces do you need? What customer messaging tools do you want to use? The VIP list, the customer bill of rights, a 10 things to consider list, a differentiation spreadsheet, the value-added worksheet, or value analysis? Prepare your collateral support pieces before you make the sales call. Place them in the presentation folder to enhance the perceived value. It's embarrassing to fumble through your briefcase during the meeting with the customer. Question number 6, what obstacles do I anticipate? Will price be a trouble spot? How do I know that? What about the buyer apathy or inertia? Has the buyer had a bad experience with you? You can anticipate an objection without creating one. Be ready for buyer resistance. It's a reality in sales. Here's your benchmark for effectively managing price resistance. Whoever is better prepared to deal with the resistance, you or the customer, will emerge successful from the negotiation. Question number 6. What action do I want from the customer at the end of this call? This is your payoff question. Your action objective for this call is how you will close the sales call. You may want the customer to make a follow-up appointment, agree to the next step in the process, commit to purchasing, give you inventory data, or set up a meeting. How you answer this question is how you will close the sales call. This action objective is your limited sales objective, limited in that if the next step in the process of turning the prospect into the buyer. What do you think would happen if you were to ask yourself the foregoing 6 questions before each sales call? Here are some ways salespeople in our seminars respond to this question. I would increase my sales significantly. I would be prepared for the sales call. I would feel more in control of the call. I would be more professional. If that's the case, why not would you do this? Step number 3, develop a call planning outline. The call planning table is simply an outline of the questions that you asked yourself in the previous step and documenting exactly what questions you plan to ask the customer, what actions you want the customer to take, what obstacles you anticipate, and how you plan to overcome them, and what you want the customer to get out of the call. Performing this exercise means that you will have greater control of the call and will be much more prepared to manage the unpredictable nature of prospective customers.